restaurant now. I wanna yell out Avengers Assemble, not order up for Ethel. Yeah, we're out of cheeky now.
Hello and welcome to another installment of Kavalden's Comic Review. I'm your host, Kavalden. Let's see here. Today I only have only two comics. I'll be taking a look at a comic book from Icon Comics called Takio. It's kind of, I don't know. It's the first issue, so I thought I'd take a look at it to see how this is. The issue itself is a little different. Mostly, the story evolves around two sisters, adopted. They're basically living with an overbearing and overprotective mother who doesn't let them do anything, but yet for some strange reason these kids have been granted superpowers, so they decide to be superheroes. It's a given choice on that. The artistry is kind of alright. I mean, it's okay in certain parts, but it just really comes off sort of off in certain sections and kind of crazy and goofball. A lot of close-ups in every panel of everybody's face. The kids themselves are not very, they're mostly at each other's throats the whole moment. They're total opposites of one another. One's younger than the other one, so they're not the same age. So, of course, they're mostly like they're like sisters. They're basically, the little sister who's annoying the older sister and vice versa. The story itself is, I really feel since this is the first issue, it really kind of feels like it leaves a lot of stuff out. There's a lot of mentioning of a lot of stuff that happened in the comic, but we don't see it. And I think that's where it kind of fails. Now, I don't know if there was a prequel comic to this before this one, so I'm just going by what I know on this, since this is the first issue. Basically, from what I can tell, is the older sister had a best friend whose father was a scientist, created an invention. It gave the girls and the best friend superpowers, but the problem is that, the best friend turned evil, and the sisters now fight the best friend. And we never get to see any of that, because they said they had this big climatic battle and fight and everything, and we don't get to see that. We mostly get to see the two sisters almost bundle up a robbery, which technically the robbers didn't even steal anything, because there wasn't anything to steal except for donuts. And they almost screw up. Now, from what I can tell from their powers, I think it's mostly all telekinesis. So they can shoot telekinesis beams and force punch things and even fly. So that's probably part of their telekinesis. I don't think they're anything else on that. I don't think they're bulletproof or anything like that, since they're stopping bullets with their hand midair, sort of like Neo from the Matrix. The thing is, like I said, this book seems like it's a nice read. It's for all ages, and I could probably see this turning into a cartoon series somewhere down the future if this was a big hit. But the thing is, like I said, they mention so much that doesn't happen in the comics, and the artistry itself, it's like I said, a lot of up close. Like every panel has a face that's pretty much up close to it, and it's like I said. I mean, mostly of I guess where the story is driven mostly between the two sisters, since they're total opposites. They're not even related, and how they have to adapt to being sisters and living with one another, as well as adjusting and living with superpowers and the choices that they make with this. So it's like this. I think it's a good read, and I'll check it out, but we'll see how that happens. Where is it? I'm sorry, do you guys hear? I'm hearing crying. Somebody's crying. I apologize. My neighbors, maybe? Because I'm hearing somebody crying. Okay. My science comic is the final saga of the Deadpool series, Dead, Part 5. Deadpool number 54. Now, it's getting louder. What the fuck? Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. Where the hell is this coming from? Where it's coming from? It's coming in here. I think it's my closet. Oh my God, are you kidding me? What the fuck, Bill? Legion of AIM? Lame. What are you doing in my closet? I've been in hiding for 2 years. Bill put a hit out on me. I've been hiding here ever since. That was over 2 years ago, Bill. That doesn't make any sense. Why are you crying? I thought I could team up with Mr. Wilson again, but well, he's dead. Bill, did you even finish reading the saga yet? Yeah? No. I hate to break it to you, Bill, but Mr. Wilson is still alive. He's alive? He's alive? And Bob's dead? No, he's alive too. Oh. Bill, you gotta get out of my closet, okay? I got nowhere else to go. I don't care. Get out of my closet. I apologize for that. That should never happen again, hopefully. Where was I? Deadpool 54, Part 5 of the saga, of the Dead Saga. Hopefully this is the conclusion to the Dead Saga. We're going to now move on to something else, but it leaves a bad taste in my mouth, this saga. It has since the minute I started reading this one, and it's been this. It's been proven on this. First of all, I'm going to get to the things why. One, Wade is making Deadpool emo. It's not supposed to be emo. He's supposed to be funny. It's the reason why we love Deadpool. He's supposed to be funny. He's supposed to be crazy. There were no jokes in this entire saga. Hardly any. You know, it was all brought out, I want to die. I don't want to live anymore. I want people to kill me. I want to die. You know, like, where's the funny? Even the boxes, the yellow boxes, which bring the humor to this series. And the white box, no, hardly any funny out of them. Okay, and then the whole thing was, turn Deadpool emo, then take away his healing factor just to realize, oh, wait a second, I don't want to die. What was the point? It's bad enough that Wade also is making, this is the sequel. This is the sequel to Suicide Kings, which is probably the best Deadpool story arc I have ever read. And it's so obvious this is the sequel to Suicide Kings because, well, let's face it, Tombstone has been in the saga the whole thing. And Tombstone wants revenge for what Wade did to him during Suicide Kings. So now, on top of that, Wade, this whole thing, I want to kill myself, I don't want to live anymore. Now he's like, oh wait, now I'm alive, I have my healing factor, I'm normal, I look normal. Now I want to keep myself alive. I want to keep Bob alive. I want to stay alive. But the problem is, now Wade's got more people who want to kill him more than ever. Now I don't even know the fact is now that Wade's going to be on the run for a short period of time. He's going to be on the run with Bob, which should be funny because the two of them together are funny. Really. Shut up, Bill! You know, this is the thing with this whole saga that's really pissed me off. I want my Deadpool funny. The only thing that I thought that was funny and cute was we finally got one little panel of Pull-O-Vision. Daniel Way has been totally on this whole anti-doing Pull-O-Vision. I get one little panel, and that was cute because we got the little cute little Deadpool devil and the cute little Angel Pool devil, and that's what I wanted. But we didn't get... That's the only thing that I would think that would make this book redeemable is one little panel. But then so many shit problems with this compared to one little good thing. I mean, the cons outweigh the pros here, people. I mean, Now, here's the thing. Now Deadpool's running around with his face, and I got a funny feeling that now what Wade's going to do is he's going to copy off that Deadpool arc, which was probably one of the funniest Deadpool arcs. It's what really got me into Deadpool. And I'll bring my example on this. Remember the episode, was it Deadpool issue, the first Deadpool issue of 34, where Loki tricked Deadpool into thinking that he was Loki's father, and I'm a little worked up on this, and he makes him go get Thor's hammer, which turns him into Thorpool, and he goes around doing all those crazy little things at Thorpool. Then when Loki, tries to kill Thor when he was in his human state, not his, back then when Thor used to turn human, then when Deadpool and Thor teamed up to fight Loki, and Loki was betrayed by Deadpool and then cursed him, saying, I will curse you with this curse until you are been forgiven by thou Father. So what does he do? He curses Loki with the face of Tom Cruise. And no matter what Deadpool did, he had the face of Tom Cruise. He shot himself, didn't do it. He cut himself, didn't do anything. Dipped his face in hot boiling cooking oil from a fryer, didn't do it. Pretty much hung himself upside down like Spider-Man and dipped himself into a nuclear vat of toxic waste. Still did not do anything. Why? Because he didn't want the face. Now, here's where I'm going to see where this is going to go on this. And I quote on this. I got a funny feeling that Wade will do the exact same thing. Now, sure enough, that story arc back then was funny, because back then, Deadpool was running out looking at the face of Tom Cruise. He was also rooming in an underground base owned by Doc Ock with a constrictor, and that was hilarious, in my opinion. Hilarious, of the two of them trying to kill one another and never getting anywhere. Now, the thing is, he's going to get stuck with the face. Now he's going to realize, oh shit, I just made a huge mistake. Yeah, you did, okay? Now you don't have your healing factor. You're going to get stuck with a face you don't want anymore. And this is just my opinion that this is what's going to happen. But now, I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't. I want to continue reading Deadpool since there's no more Deadpool Max. There's no more other Deadpool sagas. I'm sorry to say this. I'm starting to miss all the other ones. I'm starting to even miss Team Up, and I've said this before. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm getting all worked up. I really am. This saga burned me from day one, and I haven't been able to heal yet. And it's funny. They take away Wade's healing factor, and I'm getting hurt too, and I'm not healing up on this either. I only have hope. I really do. I have to have hope. All I want is to have hope on this. I really do. So, that's it for tonight. I apologize for little inconveniences before. I apologize for this comic. There's so much to apologize for in so little time. I will see you guys next week if I can recover, and hopefully there will be something good coming out. Maybe I'll go see the Avengers again. I don't know. Who knows? I'll see you guys later. Bye.